churches and lies. Now, I think as this hour of the show has illustrated, Scotland has produced and continues to produce world-class artists. We've clambered down from the girders, the giddy heights of the Forth Road Bridge, to an older and rather more elegant venue, the Glasgow Art Club, whose rooms have welcomed and nurtured all kinds of artists over the decades. Frank Toe is one of the artists whose work is featured in the annual winter exhibition, which has just opened. I'm delighted. He's an old pal of the show, and we're actually together in the same studio for once. Hello.
Hello, guys.
It's lovely to actually see you as well as hear you. Now, you're more than just having work in the exhibition. You're quite closely associated with the place, aren't you? It's going through a bit of a change, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm as well as an artist member, I'm also a council member of the art club. I've been a council member of the art club since 2011. And being a council member means we oversee, well, being the council, we oversee the financial situation with the club,
yeah,
as well as the renovation projects, education projects that we're quite heavily involved with, as well as community projects as well. And we're also closely associated with Charles Rennie Mackintosh Society as well.
Yeah, is it fair to say that it is going through a major change and maybe becoming a bit more accessible? Because I remember over the years thinking, oh, the Glasgow Art Club, it's a lovely place, but it's members only. And I think it was only 30 years ago that women were actually allowed.
Yeah, I mean, that is correct. It used to be quite a private male members club up to 30 years ago when female members were allowed to join as members.
Yeah.
And over the years it has housed quite a lot of changes, especially in the arts as well as business leaders.
Yeah.
For example, we have a wide variety of members. Some of them are quite well known, such as David Eustace, the photographer, Boyd Tannock of Tannock Cakes, Billy Connolly, the famous Scottish actor, and Lord McFarlane. So we do have a wide variety of members.
Yeah. So the exhibition, though, you don't have to be a member to go and see the exhibition,
no,
the winter exhibition, which is an annual thing.
Yes, since the club was situated in Bath Street and since 1893, there has always been an annual artist members exhibition from spring, summer, autumn and winter.
Yeah.
So it's been a long-standing tradition.
Nice thing to get in, that side at that end of Bath Street and getting out of the cold and go into a lovely building and look at some really interesting work.
Yeah, and there's an amazing fireplace as well, so you can always keep yourself warm and have toasty toast.
Oh, I remember the fireplace. I mean, I've been in a handful of times. So yesterday, Kirsty Wark opened the exhibition. It's going to run for a few weeks, and there's renovation going on, so really it feels as if people go onto the website, they'll get a sense of something really quite modern. It's embracing the tradition, obviously, but it's very 21st century now, I think.
Yeah, well, the club is going for a major refurbishment at the moment. I believe I think it's £1.2 million, and basically the refurbishment and restoration will be completed by October 2014, and the whole project is being funded by HLF, Scottish Heritage, private benefactors and donations and various charity bodies.
Yeah.
So when the club does open, it will have a long-standing position as the place to be for the arts. For example, I know for a fact we are basically having a Charles Rennie Mackintosh frieze replicated into the main gallery, and that is being overseen by some professional bodies and assessing bodies and who are specialists of Charles Rennie Mackintosh, because we're doing the designs based on Charles Rennie Mackintosh when he was still an apprentice to one of the architect firms in Glasgow.
Was he a member?
Well,
or was he not allowed to be a member or something like that?
I think well, there's been a couple of myths if he was allowed, if he was a member or not. I think he had a falling out with the architect, but
yeah,
I'm not 100%
I can't
sure.
remember the story I was told.
But but a lot of the ornaments and the interior designs were designed by Mackintosh when he was quite an early draftsman.
Wow.
A young draftsman, sorry.
Yeah. So we'll talk a bit more about the exhibition, and I say that's open to the public. But do you have to be an artist or a captain of industry to become a member now?
Well, no. I mean, we get memberships from all walks of life. I mean, we have various membership categories. I mean, for example, I'm an artist member, as well as a council member. Council member, you had to be nominated and voted in. That's the same with the artist members, but in the artist members there are various categories, such as, for example, I'm a young artist member because I'm still under the age of 35, and you also get lay membership, town membership. So there's such a variety of membership depending on where your location, your position is. You can join the Glasgow Art Club and enjoy the benefits. For example, as a Glasgow Art Club member, I can access the other clubs around the UK, such as the Garrett Club, which is on Covent Gardens, which is a club for quite well-known Hollywood and theatre actors and actresses. And there's the Chelsea Arts Club, which is very, very renowned. And there's the Royal Scots Club in Edinburgh that I can access to.
Yeah.
So there are benefits
Sure.
being a member.
Tell us about this exhibition then. If people want to just roll up when they're able to get in over the next few weeks, tell us about the range of the exhibition, what we can expect to see.
Well, basically, in the Glasgow Art Club, there's a wide variety of artwork from artist members, and these members are probably, as I would call them, the best of Scottish artists and especially in the fields of painting and sculptures. For example, there's a lot of artists in there who I used to look up to when I was studying, and for me to exhibit this alongside them is a great honour. For example, Robert Kelsey, who is the president of the Art Club, has painted these two beautiful oil paintings of London scenes. He's quite well known for travelling extensively on location for his art, and he is an absolute master of observation, which is shown through his use of form, light and colour. And there's Liz Knox, who has painted this beautiful 10-inch by 10-inch painting of a painting called Tall Tulips. Her mastery of combining imagery with mark making and the abstract. I mean, they're wonderfully deep with emotions and sensual feelings, but still maintaining composition and drawings. Paul Kennedy, who has travelled extensively in America, he has painted an absolutely beautiful painting called Las Vegas Pension Plan, which is, he's actually painted an Elvis impersonator and who's busking in his retirement. And it's that kind of method that an artist never retires, which I actually personally
pension,
like.
what pension?
But this painting, I actually quite like this painting because the Elvis impersonator's on a mobility scooter checking his change. And there's
There'll be more of them around over
and
the
of course there's myself. I've painted scenes of Glasgow, inspired by, well, basically I've taken like such cheery subject matters like a Helter Skelter and made it a lot darker. That's inspired by my interest in film noir, neo-noir, such as, Ridley Scott films like The Blade Runner. So there's a kind of a Blade Runner theme in my work anyway.
That's what I like about you, Frank. You're such a cheery chap and so lovely, and you go to the dark side in your work. I think you heard Kate Downey talking about being the artist in resident on the Forth Road Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of something like that? The idea of having a brief like that and having to work to that and be creative within that kind of brief?
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Kate for her residency, because when I first heard it, I was actually very, very happy. I mean, for today, the visual material, such as imagery, is so readily available due to technologies such as the internet. For example, just a little click on the mouse, you can access anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And to me, there's a lot of artists out there who tend to paint from imagery without actually being on location, without actually painting on location. And I think this is tragic. But I'm delighted to hear that Kate was given the position.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Was given the position of artist in residency on the Forth Bridge. For me, experience it, live it, touch it. She'll have an immediate personal relationship and interaction with the bridge. And I've known Kate's work for quite some time, and I will put her in par with the great painter William Turner.
Yeah.
And also her drawings, the mark making, just her marks alone. There's a sense of presence. It sucks you in, but you're kind of drawn to this geometric shapes.
Yeah.
And it's an energy that you cannot describe. And with Kate's work, that kind of has a Mark Rothko feel. So I hope Kate actually likes Mark Rothko, actually.
I'm sure she'll be delighted if she's listening. No, it is. Her work is absolutely wonderful, as is yours, sir. So look, thank you very much. I had no idea you were so involved with the Art Club, but that's great for opening it up to us. I think people should go onto the website and check it out.
Yes.
Don't be feared to go in, and certainly a good introduction is to go to the exhibition. Frank, thank you very much.
Thank you, Janice.
Lovely to see you, finally. Frank Toe there. So the Glasgow Art Club Winter Exhibition, it's on now. It runs until the 13th of January. Check the website for public access, opening days and times and all the rest of the info, and it's located at 185 Bath Street. That's just about it for today's edition of the Culture Studio. Tomorrow my guests include Des McLean and Janie Godley. They'll be telling us about the